Alright, this is going to be Mario Party Superstars, and we're going to be doing a speedrun playing all 5 boards in the game. If you don't know what this game is, this is the newest Mario Party. It's basically a remake of a handful of boards from the original 3 games from the N64, and a bunch of separate mini games from across the 10 games in the series. As far as the characters we play and the order of the boards, it doesn't really matter much. The boards will come later, but right now for characters, we can play whoever we want. So if anyone has any preferences, right now would be the time to say something. And I'll wait like 30, 45 seconds. And if not, I'll just go ahead and pick whoever. I'll probably just pick random. And if I seem any like low energy, it's because it's 6 in the morning where I am, and I'm really tired. I just woke up, and I'm gonna have to build up my energy throughout this marathon. McQueen Rosalina, Waluigi. Now, between us and the 3 CPUs, we can play whoever, and the CPUs can be whoever. Unlike other Mario Party games, the computer players don't really have personalities in this game, so it doesn't really change anything. Alright, I see a bunch of Waluigi, so we'll be a Waluigi. And since someone mentioned Rosalina, we'll make sure she's here.
Let's go!
And I don't see any other characters, so we gotta make sure good guy Donkey Kong's here. He's a fan favorite. And we'll go random. Pure Mario Party random for our last character.
Oh yeah.
We got Luigi. Alright, we're ready to go. We met donations incentives as far as milestones for the marathon, so we will be playing on normal instead of easy. I'll explain the differences between the difficulties here in a minute. We're going to play on Birthday Cake first, because it is the only board that's going to be different. So we need to do it first to get it out of the way. All 5 boards, we're going to be playing 10 turns. We're going to turn bonus stars off and the minigame help off. That way we don't have to sit through the tutorial screen on every minigame. And minigame type has to be all types. In the speedrun, you have to have every minigame in the pool. If we could pick and choose, it'd be pretty nice, but we don't get that luxury. So time is going to start when we click Let's Go here. So I'll go ahead and count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. So every board's going to start just like this. It's going to give us an overview. It's going to show us pictures of the original version of the board back on the N64. They're going to ask if we want the board explained to us. We just tell them no, because this game actually remembers if you've been on the board before. And if it's not your first time, it'll automatically hover over no. So you can just mash A. Just mash A to hit the dice. Pretty much anytime we roll dice, we're just going to be mashing A. And going first is pretty good. It doesn't really matter when you go, especially on the lower difficulties. Personally, I like either being first or last.
Let's go!
Because then you have the rest of the turn to just watch. Oh, we're not first. We are second. I saw the wrong number. Whoops.
Yes! Time for Waluigi!
So the reason we're going to do birthday cake first, the reason it's different, is On the other 4 boards, we are going to have bonus stars on. And on this board, we're not going to. You do not want the bonus stars on this board. Bonus stars on this board is an absolute nightmare. You might also be wondering, why do we need bonus stars at all? If you have them off, you just go straight to the end. But if you have them on, you have to sit through like a minute-long ceremony at the end where Toad hands out the bonus stars. It's because having the bonus stars on affects the enemy's AI. For some reason, they're a lot less aggressive when you have classic bonus stars on. Oh, and here's the first minigame. The thing about minigames is they're random. You never know what you're going to get. There's absolutely no way to control anything or manipulate anything. So, like, where does the speedrun stuff come in? Well, it's all about being tactical, knowing when you should and shouldn't, like, throw to save time. And of course, some minigames are faster than others.
Finish. Winner.
And, you know, if you can't tell by this point, this is just going to be a lot of randomness.
Let's go.
And if there's anything I gloss over or anything that I need to explain better, feel free to ask. I'm willing to answer any questions because a lot of the times it is as straightforward as it looks. We are just hoping to get lucky for the most part. But sometimes there is some stuff going on. It's not really as big a deal on easy or normal. It matters a lot more on hard or the master difficulty. But there is a lot of stuff that you have to keep track of. Especially on the other 4 boards where we're going to have bonus stars. And we need to count coins, we need to count event spaces, we need to count minigame wins.
Start.
This is a good example of a minigame on the higher difficulties where you would just throw. Minigames like this, and the last one actually, Book Squirm, that can kind of technically go on forever. The higher the difficulty of the computer player, the better they are at these games. In this minigame, normal computers usually get around 20 to 25 jumps.
Finish.
Just like that. So it's not that big of a deal to win these.
Let's go.
So if we're not playing for any sort of bonus stars, and we're trying to go fast, why are we winning the minigames right now? Well, for now, we need to make sure that the others don't get too much money. We kind of want them to pass the star at least once without being able to pick it up. At that point, it becomes a lot easier for us to win. Usually, at least one of them do get the star, sometimes 2, and if you're very unlucky, all 3 of them will. And we just have to play around that. One of the big caveats to this run, for this game, is that you do have to win all 5 boards for the run to be valid. They don't have to be in a row, technically. Like, technically, you could play any of these boards like as many times as you need to get that win. But like in a speed run, you kind of don't want that. You kind of just want to win 5 times in a row.
Start.
This is a nice fast mini game. Got to get rid of Rosalina because she has the most money. Oh, Luigi.
Finish. Winner.
We are greedy. We're Waluigi. We have to hoard everything for ourselves. Our buddy Wario's not here. We don't want to share with these guys. I mean, Luigi's here. Look at him. That disgusting smile. We gotta wipe that off his face.
Let's go. Yes.
Man, they're all rolling really low.
Time for Waluigi.
Alright, so we get our first star.
Hey, so we had no host first run. We had no donos though, so it didn't matter.
And we land on this event space.
Speech
This
on
is
the
good.
first run.
This event space is really good because you take that slide. This board's gimmick is that it is a straight line. There are no turns. So you do you go in a straight line to the end of the cake, and then you loop back around on the second layer of the cake. And then a few more spaces down, there's another turn. At that turn, there's a little Goomba, and he has a bunch of seeds, and he plants flowers in the cake. It starts off, there are 4 seeds, and one of them is a Bowser flower, and it will send you on the other path.
Start.
If you get that, it's faster to get back to the star. But you have to run into Bowser, and we don't want that. Bowser's not very cool.
Finish.
He's mean to us. He takes our stuff.
Winner.
The problem with the flower is that the animation is very long, and you have to sit through it every time. You can't skip animations.
Let's go.
So the less we see it, the better. It's like 25 seconds per person. So us skipping it is pretty good. And also, we get through the board faster, so we can get to a second star.
Time for Waluigi.
No ones. Don't roll a 1. Okay, 2. 2's good. Just like regular Mario Party, we are terrified of hitting Bowser spaces. Bowser spaces and chance times. They can and they will hurt you. Okay, looks like DK is going to get a star here. You know, good for him.
You got a
I'm
star.
happy for you, DK. He's just such a nice guy.
Luigi time.
Alright, just looking at Luigi's coins. We have successfully kept him down. He's not going to be able to afford a star anytime soon.
Start.
Alright, so this is a double coin minigame. In this game, every 5 turns, you get a double coin minigame.
Testing 1, 2.
Oh, here you go. Yes, take the letter. Yeah, so every 5 turns, we get a double coin minigame. Since we're only doing 10 turns, really the only one that matters is turn 5, the one right in the middle. In a normal game where you're playing 20 or 30 turns, they're a little more swingy as far as coins go. The thing about the double coins is that if you happen to get a coin minigame on your 5th turn, it doubles those 2. And there are a lot of coin minigames in this game. Oh, we're giving Luigi work blocks. I see, I see. We haven't really gotten a good mini game for throwing yet.
Time for Waluigi.
Most of the mini games we've gotten have been either faster to win or it doesn't really matter. We did get a 1v3. And a lot of the times, if in both sides, if we're the 1 or if we're the 3, we try to throw. Because 1v3s are very fast to throw. And the faster the mini game goes, the more time you save. But also it gives the enemies more coins for more resources. It's all managing what you're doing. You have to be tactical about your throwing. Oh. Well, Luigi gets one more chance to get some money. Never mind. Luigi found a hidden block. Thank you, Luigi. I will explain hidden blocks now. So, in this game, as well as most Mario parties, every turn there are 3 hidden blocks somewhere on the board. They only appear on blue spaces. They cannot be on any other type of space. 2 of them will have coins of random amounts, and 1 of them will have a star. On higher difficulties, the computer players actually know where they are. But since we're on normal, that was literally just random, pure luck. It's bound to happen at least another 2 or 3 times. It's a lot more common than you think. Especially on a board this small, where most of the spaces are either green or red. There aren't really that many blue spaces on this board, relatively speaking.
Let's go.
Alright, with that... Oh no. Okay, so this is the major time loss. In the last 5 turns, anytime 2 characters bump into each other, they land on the same space, they start a duel. And when 2 computer players duel, it's fine. It wastes like 20 seconds, because you have to sit through this long animation of them getting ready to fight and then one of them losing. And sometimes it swings coins really hard, like it just did. We're not gonna buy this. We don't need this. But if one of them bumps into you, you do have to play the minigame. They could bet up to the amount of coins they have. And if they take most of your coins, you kind of just have to work with it. If you bump into them, you get to set the coin amount, so you just set it to 1 coin and then you don't worry about it. Luigi? Okay, Luigi. That's good for you. Nothing happened. But, you know, I don't know why you used that in the first place. RNG sim with cheating player DLC. Not even DLC. They just get to cheat.
Yes.
Now you might be thinking like, oh, it's only been 15 minutes and we're most of the way through this first board. This is probably going to be really fast. No. Another reason we do this board first is because it is the easiest. And that's also why we have the bonus stars off, because it's already so easy to win. And this board would be a reset point if it wasn't just the first one we do. The game has like a ranking system for how difficult each board is. They're like stars. So like this board is 3-star difficulty out of 5. So it's like the middle one. This board is not the middle in difficulty. It's probably the easiest.
Let's go.
So the stars, the ranking system for the difficulty, it's lying to you. Don't listen to it. Even casually, like not doing a speed run, it's lying to you.
You got a star.
There's no way you're going to look at this board and say that this is more complicated than two of the other boards that we're going to do later.
Time for Waluigi.
Oh. I should pay attention. Hello, like a star. Thank you. Alright, at this point we should be totally safe. We should win. It's very unlikely that anyone makes it all the way back around, except for maybe DK. Nope, he's not using any items. And even if he made it, he doesn't have any money. He has even less now.
Luigi time.
And even if somebody does make it all the way back around and they buy a second star, we would win based off coins.
Yes.
Unless somebody hits a chance time. That's never not an option. Alright, we getting a throwable minigame?
Start.
Not really. I'll play. Better than just sitting here for 30 seconds. Luigi, you're not helping here. You're not helping as much as you think you are.
Finish. Winners.
We haven't really gotten anything throwable yet. Which is weird.
Let's go.
A lot of the games, you really have a lot of control over. You have a lot more control of the mini games than you do any of the board stuff.
Yes.
Oh, she lands on her own space, so she gets some extra coins.
Yes.
Time for Waluigi.
Alright, we rolled kind of high. We're going to buy this custom dice block, because why not? It's still, yeah, especially on easy and normal, the computer players aren't very good at minigames. As far as difficulty stuff, on easy... Wow, DK, good roll. On easy, the computer players are trying to make you win.
Luigi time.
On normal, they're not trying to make you win, but they're also not trying to win. On hard, they want to win, so they're actually gonna try. And if you play on master difficulty, they're not just trying to win, they specifically want you to lose. They will work together to make sure that you have a bad time. And this minigame is an auto-scroller, basically. So this is one of those minigames that's kind of weird. There's like a small bit of nuance to it, but it's not really that interesting. Not gonna lie. So, this is a race, obviously, and we want to win the race. Why do we want to win the race? Well, we want to win the minigame, usually. And also, since this is based off of a horse race, if two people finish too closely together, there'll be an extra animation at the end. And we just want to make sure we don't see that animation. In a lot of the race mini games, if you finish first, the CPU players get smarter so that the race ends faster. They don't do that in this one. After you finish, the computers don't hurry up to finish the minigame, so it's just an auto-scroller. You just have to wait for them to finish. In some race minigames, if we end up getting them, like Perilous Path, or Slot Car Derby, you'll notice that after we finish, they get a lot smarter and they just snap to it. Okay, we're almost done with this board. It's the last turn.
Time for Waluigi.
So we got 4 other boards to pick. Let's see. We're gonna roll a 1. Yeah. We can't avoid this flower because we're literally 0 spaces from it, so that sucks. But we can just roll a 1. Just need to make sure that the space ahead of me wasn't either a chance time or a versus space. Because those kind of move around. Another small degree of randomness. Yeah, so we have 4 more boards we're gonna do. We have Tropical Island, we have Woody Woods, we have Horrorland.
Luigi
4th one.
time.
Yeah, 4th one. What is 4th one? I'm forgetting. Spaceland. It's Spaceland. That board is so bad I blocked it out of my memory. And we can do any of them in any order. And now the order doesn't really matter. Even in the speed run, there's no set order. So between those 4 things I just stated... Oh yeah, we're just going to throw. We can throw this minigame. Between those 4 things I just listed, an island, Spaceland, a horror park, or the woods. Do we have any preferences? Anywhere we want to go next? Come on, Rosalina. Fall. Yep, there we go.
Winner.
Good for you, DK. Spaceland. That's only because I said I hate it. I know how Twitch chat works. You say one bad thing about it, and it's the chat's favorite thing. Alright, we can go to Spaceland next. That is A-okay in my book. I know, we'll get it out of the way.
Superstar.
And yeah, that is as fast as the text boxes go. They're really slow. It's really bad. It's not really a big deal with the computer players. The computer players do frame-perfect inputs as far as text boxes go. Spaceland, 10 turns. We're going to have classic bonus stars on. And yep, that's good. Let's go. Or we could have saved it for last. Well, we're already in here. We're going. Band-Aid is being ripped. That's nasty. I'm not going to say that ever again. Alright, so now that we have classic bonus stars on, we have to start counting. I won't bore anyone with all the details. I'll just throw things out there whenever it's relevant. I do have a tracker. It is not automatic, so I do have to pay attention and like do things manually.
Well, welcome, ravspect, to Green Gaming. It's Sineth coming in after waking up from a very long night of not fun, and I'll just leave it at that. But we do have a donation to read. It looks like Mitsu Toka donates $10. You get to watch my favorite speedrunner and co-op partner while supporting a good cause worth waking up at 4 a.m. And that went to Save the Animals.
Thank you, Mizu.
Time for Waluigi.
Just to kind of quickly remind chat why we're here, this is Green Gaming Fest, and it's a marathon that we're holding every so often. We're still deciding on a cadence of how often we want to do this, but we're choosing a different charity, or maybe the same charity every single time that we has a outlook of raising money to support and change our climate for the better. As everyone knows, since the industrial age, humanity has been pumping chemicals into the air, or whatever you want to call it, destroying the ozone layer, causing global warming. At this point, it's a very undeniable fact that we live on a world that is much hotter, more weather is happening, things are getting crazy. Diseases are getting worse, and it's all caused by, you know, what we've been doing to the planet. Humanity has gotten smarter along the way, and we've restricted some things to help slow down climate change, but it's still increasing, and part of that cause is because there are not enough trees in the world right now to clean out the carbon that's in the air. So for every dollar that we're raising, we're planting one tree out somewhere in the world. So, I mean, if that's not a good cause to donate to, I don't know what is. Every tree that we plant, an entire year of being alive, that tree will take out 48 pounds of carbon from the air. So, I mean, that's huge for a single tree. And we've planted 2,365 trees. That's absolutely insane, chat. We're so close to the 2,500 amount right now, where we're halfway there. Originally, I had my goal at 3,000, and then I pushed it up to 5,000 when I saw the amount of interest that this was gathering. So yeah, I mean, if we get anywhere close to 2,500 to 3,000, that's going to be absolutely huge, and I'm going to count that as a win. Obviously, if we go higher than that, man, you guys are doing amazing. So I just want to shout out that the Save the Animals versus Save the Frames, animals are at 336 and the frames are at 332 and 17 cents. That bid war is super close, so be sure to cheer for your favorite one, and let's get going.
Finish.
All right, and off the back of that, for every star that I don't get, every star that the CPUs get, I'll be donating $5. So far in that first board, that's 3 stars, 15 bucks. We got 4 more to go. So whether or not you want to root for me or if you want to root for them, it's up to you guys now, chat. While he was reading stuff off, a few different things happened. One, we had a pretty boring turn and a pretty boring minigame. But Rosalina landed on an event space. All the event spaces on this board push everyone backwards. So that's fun. That's great. I love it when that happens, because you can just loop those forever and always be stuck. And the computer players are a lot better at getting out of that loop than you are. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Luigi gets that. That sucks. Okay, so that's 4 stars. DK puts us up to 4. Luigi's about to put us up to 5. You know, as soon as I said something. You know what, the computer players, they know. They want to plant some trees too. That's what's going on. And you know, Waluigi, local eco-terrorist, he doesn't want trees. He wants to stop the trees. Who are we really rooting for here? I'm putting my money on DK. He's just such a nice guy. So this is one of the reasons that this board is awful, and I hate it. It is incredibly one-sided as far as the computer players having control over what's happening. Messy memory.
Start.
Okay, okay. DK does know a good tree. I don't really have anything else to talk about at the moment, so I'll explain minigame stuff as far as how the minigame stuff works.
Finish.
So, this game has 100 minigames, but 5 of those aren't, you'll never see them on the actual board. Those are for like a separate game mode. So there are 95 minigames. And that includes the duel minigames, so the 1v1s, that includes coin minigames, free-for-alls, 3v1s, 2v2s.
Let's go.
There are like different amounts of each of those, and obviously you're only going to get like 2v2s or 3v1s like every now and then. So they're not all equally likely. And for the most part, we really don't care what minigames we get. Out of the 95 minigames, there are 4 that we really don't like to see. And DK just got an event space. Good for him. There are 4 huge, massive time sink minigames. And every time we see those, I cry inside. If any of them ever pop up on the wheel, I'll let you know, and hopefully we never actually play them.
Start.
It's very easy to manipulate the computer on this one. Alright. DK? Alright, she just straight up missed, so...
Winner.
Otherwise, I would have thrown. In like a way we didn't want. Now, I know this looks bad. I know it looks like we're losing. But we are playing for the bonus stars.
Let's go.
The bonus stars are worth way more than the actual stars. Not in like actual like numbers. Like they're obviously the same, a star's a star. But it's a lot easier to play for the bonus stars than it is to like try to rush the stars, especially on a board this big. This is probably the hardest board to get around on. Even though this is like the 2-star difficulty board. Yeah, this one looks a lot easier than the cake board we were just on, right?
So, ravspect, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know the DK rap?
I don't. No.
We might need to look this up for you, because I'm thinking if we get a donation incentive to put in a special DK rap on stream right now. What do you guys think? $50 to get the DK rap recited on Steam?
Can I recite it like it's classic poetry?
Sure.
Thank you. I don't want to rap, but I'll do that.
Start.
All right, guys, you want to... You want to hang out with like cool guy DK and hear the DK rap? Throw money at your screen right now. Oh yeah, and this is a versus minigame. This isn't even the actual minigame for the turn because I think Luigi landed on a versus space. So we're all fighting for coins. All right, and now we're rich. And straight to the bonus double coin minigame. Tug of war? All right. Don't blink.
Start.
That was Rosalina's first minigame win. Good for her. All right, we're halfway through the board. Here's the update. We're rich, so we are probably getting the coin star at this rate. Rosalina and DK are tied for the event star with a single event apiece. And right now, we are winning the minigame star. We have 5 minigame wins. That item is great. Just give Rosalina a star, I guess.
Let's go.
So we have won 5 minigames. Luigi has won 3, Rosa has got 1, and DK's gotten 2. Yep, thank you, Rosalina. Very cool. Very nice.
You got a star.
Hopefully, can we get a do-over? I hope we get a do-over. I will play that minigame every single turn. It is the fastest minigame. It's 2.5 seconds long. If you're really good and you really want to burn a hole in your palm, it's like a second long. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna take this. We gotta. Oh, gold pipe. It's on the last one though. The last one's so hard. Nope. The swing one's so bad. Well, at least we got some doubles. Okay, Luigi's gonna buy this. Okay, so Luigi is our enemy. We gotta bop him. We gotta bonk him real hard. Analog spin. Yeah, analog spinning. For some reason, you know, these mini games on Mario Party like 1 and 2, where people would burn holes in the palm of their hand spinning the stick so hard, they never did that again until this game, where they remade some of those games. And then on the tutorial screen, which we don't see because we have those turned off, it just tells you not to do that. It just asks you very nicely, do not use the palm of your hand. But of course, there's a huge difference between the N64 joystick, which was a hard plastic, and the Switch Pro controller, which is like nice and soft. All right, we win. If you have any sort of hand problem, I still don't recommend doing it. But, you know, these days, it's a lot easier. We've evolved as gamers, right? I mean, the original Mario Party was what, 96? We've had a good few years. I mean, we still do it, but like, we're smarter about it now. Alright, where is the star? Okay, that helps. Oh yeah, whenever you come to a split path in this game, it'll automatically be hovering over whichever path is the fastest path to the star. Alright, DK rolled high, that's good, so now he misses the star, we don't have to worry about him. He's at the boo, he's gonna steal coins from us. Oh, he stole from Rosalina? Okay, I guess. And Bowser space. We don't want a Bowser minigame, and we do not, under any circumstance right now, want a Bowser Revolution. Okay, well.
Viva
this
la
is a time loss.
Bowser Revolution.
Oh, no Bowser Revolution. We have all the money. No coin communism. Bowser minigame kind of sucks because it's slow, but we'll work with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I knew you were explaining stuff. I just added the incentive to have you recite the DK rap in classical poetry form.
All right.
So, $50
braced
to get
for it.
there.
It's only 10 coins. At this point, it's faster just to lose. I'm ready for it. Come on, guys. Throw money at me. I will go the whole 9 yards. I'll try to do a voice. I'm not good at voices, but I'll do my best. Also, reminder, it's 7 a.m. where I am. I'm tired. Spotlight swim. Okay. Quick and easy. Sadly, the other Spotlight computers aren't very smart. Okay, there we go. We still got them kind of quickly. We're getting a lot of 1v3s on this board. And none of them are really throwable. Like that one, that minigame in particular, very easy to throw if you're on the 1. Minigame's like 2 seconds long if you throw it. But on the 3, not really. 7 a.m. for you. It's really early if you're anywhere in the US.
Time for Waluigi.
Alright, unless something catastrophic happens, we should be fine. So here's the plan. We buy this star, and directly below us is a boo. We pay the boo 50 coins, and we steal a star from Luigi. Because A, we don't like Luigi. Because, you know, we're in character. We are Waluigi. We don't like Luigi. And B, he's winning. We gotta stop that. It is well worth our money. Especially since he's directly in front of another star already.
You got a star.
Oh, lasers firing. That's fine. A really nice feature of this game is during the animations, the board-specific animations like this one, if you hold down A, it plays them at triple speed. It doesn't mean we want to see them, but they're fast compared to the old games.
Luigi time.
Okay, he rolled high, and he can't afford the star. He's got to go to the bank anyways. So we're good. We're safe. We're calm.
Oh no.
item bag. Well, he's only going to get one item out of it because he already has 2. So it's basically like he just got a mushroom, but it had an extra animation attached to it. Crazy cutter. Alright, we're going to try to win, but we're not going to win too hard. There's a small bit of tech to this game.
I do have another donation.
Oh, go ahead.
Misatoka donates another $10. It says, DK Rap, I hear talking is good for the trees, so let's get Raph talking fast.
Oh, you would do this to me, wouldn't you, Mizu? Okay, the tech for that game is pretty straightforward. If you win and you're still below 80 points, the thing that you dug up does not pop out of the ground and it's faster. So we got 79 points. So we got really lucky. Oh, and I should mark that so that I know that I won that. We don't want the star. We're good. Someone else can have it. Oh, they're gonna duel? They don't have a whole lot of money. 16. Why 16? That's weird. A lot of the times, the CPUs try to make nice round numbers. They like numbers that end in 5 and 0. So the fact that DK wanted 51 coins is really weird.
Luigi time.
Lucky for me. Thank you, Mizu. Thank you for donating. Planting 20 trees there. Alright, there's not really a whole lot we can do here. For some reason, they love dancing around the shell instead of just standing in a corner. So we're just going to let them do that. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen a normal CPU make the 3 shells.
Let's go.
All right, last turn. So far, we are poised to win. Let's see, Rosalina's broke, Luigi's broke. DK's got some money. And would you look at that? We get an event space. Which means that the event star is now a 3-way tie between Waluigi, Rosalina, and Donkey Kong. Alright, another star. That puts us up to 8 for the computer players. So the CPUs have gotten 8 stars across 2 boards so far. That's 40 bucks. They're about to drain my bank account. And they should drain yours too. Play along.
Luigi time.
Plant some trees. Alright, can we finally have a fast spinning game? Nope, 2v2. Those usually aren't very fast. Speed hockey?
Start.
This one can go either way. And we really don't care if we win or lose. We just want the minigame to be over. I'm just not gonna move. We're just gonna see what happens. Mario Party has a speed run? Yep. Every single Mario Party has a speed run, and they're all different. So the speed run you're seeing here for this Mario Party is drastically different than, let's say, Mario Party 6 or Mario Party DS. Every game has its own rules, and they do something different. This one is very reliant on RNG, but there's also a lot of skill factor. Still just not moving, still just waiting for the minigame to end. So the estimate for my run, I put in 2 hours, 40 minutes. That's usually like a really bad run. That's usually like one of the worst case scenarios.
That's a good way to put in your estimate, though, for a worst case scenario.
Right. Since you don't really have control over stuff like that, I just assumed the worst. To put that into perspective, the world record for this category is like 2 hours and 15 minutes. There's like 30 minutes of RNG variance.
Wow. And I know some people are just waking up and getting into chat for the first time. I just want to quickly throw out that reminder that we did add another incentive just for this run. If we can raise $50 total, we're going to recite the DK rap in classical poetry.
Oh, and we still have like another minute before we get to that point. I forgot to ask before. So we have Tropical Island, Horrorland, and Woody Woods left. Any preferences, guys? Where we want to go next? Since I asked a little late, I'll just take whatever one I see first. I'll give you guys like another 5 seconds, 5, 10, before I just pick something. The island one? All right. First one I saw. Let's go. All right, and this is the 1-star difficulty one. So we have the 4 and 5-star one left for last, which is great. Just great. You know, I'm not sweating about it. So I didn't really explain the gimmick on Spaceland, because Spaceland was kind of a traditional Mario Party board. There isn't really a whole lot going on. The only real gimmick on Spaceland was the big laser in the middle. And even then, it didn't really come up. It usually doesn't. This board's gimmick is way different though. So this board is 2 loops. Each island has a single loop. And there are 2 bridges. And they're both one way. One to get over to the right island and one to get over to the left island. The event spaces on this board swap the locations of the star, which starts on the right, and Bowser, who starts on the left. So every time anyone hits a green space, it's going to swap them. So basically, you have to lock yourself into one of the 2 loops, and then hope the star doesn't move before you get to it. Luckily, we are a lot smarter than these guys when it comes to, you know, what we're buying and what we're strategizing for. So we're going to try to manipulate where the star is. mush pit. Alright, this minigame sucks. Straight up. Alright, DK, I guess you got that one. Well, we're out, so let's just watch the computers fight. Never mind, it's over.
Winner.
Luigi time. Oh yeah.
Where are you going, Luigi? What are you trying to do? Anytime a computer player rolls a custom dice block, I get really skeptical. Because they know something I don't, and I get scared. Especially on higher difficulties, where they use it to land on spaces that they know have hidden blocks, because again, they're huge cheaters.
Yes.
Alright, DK is actually going over to the right island where the star currently is.
Time for Waluigi.
Another difference between the two islands is on the left island, there's a shop. And on the right island, there's a boo.
Let's go.
So you have to... That's another thing in, like, what you're deciding to go, where you're deciding to go, and what you want to do. And Superstars is the game that is basically a remake. All the boards are from either Mario Parties 1, 2, or 3, and it has mini games from all 10 mainline Mario Party games. Even the ones from 9 and 10. Which a lot of people don't really like Mario Party 9 and 10 because those are the ones that introduced the car. But they still had good mini games. Alright, that's good enough.
Finish.
Okay, I tried way too hard on that one.
Winner.
Luigi time.
Now, sadly, there's not really a whole lot going on with this board. Like, minute-to-minute gameplay on this board is kind of slow. So, commentary is going to be light until the Mario Partying starts happening.
Let's go.
Okay, Rosalina rolling low there is actually kind of scary. I kind of didn't want her to be behind me anymore. And she's got a warp block. That's even worse, actually. Oh yeah, when it comes to Mario Party discussions, debates, everybody has their own favorite Mario Party. Like, if you like Mario Party 9 or 10, there's nothing wrong with that. Those are still perfectly good games. They're just different. Some people don't like this game because they feel like it's a rehash. And, like, that's fair. It's all valid. Every Mario Party is just different enough. There's something special about each of them. And that's also part of the reason why each game has its own different type of speedrun. Most of the Mario Parties, their speedruns aren't just playing all the boards in a row. They usually go and do something else in the game. I think my favorite example is Mario Party 6, where they play the solo boards, because that game had a separate solo mode. The speedrun for that basically boils down to spending 20 minutes screaming into a microphone and then the game's over. And I mean that. And there's not really a whole lot to talk about with this mini game. You punch rocks.
Finish. Winners.
I guess the only thing to say about that mini game is that no matter what difficulty you're on, whatever CPU you're partnered with is always bad. Even if you're on master difficulty, they will just walk right up to you and punch you because they want you to lose.
Luigi time.
All right, Luigi is past Bowser. So this is what happens when you run into Bowser. He takes your coins, and he either gives you a cursed dice block, or he does nothing.
Yes.
And if you didn't catch the text there, he just charged Luigi like 12 coins for a cursed dice block, and they normally only cost 3.
You got a star.
And that is another star for DK. And that is an event space. Cool. Stars have swapped sides.
Time for Waluigi.
We're going to count. Because counting's fun. Okay. So we do 1 to 10. Got it. If you're like super duper big brain about it, you can memorize every board and how many spaces away everything is. No. No thanks. Luigi got scammed.
You got a star.
Good, we want that. We don't like Luigi, we're Waluigi. He got what was coming. Alright, now we're swapping them back, and that gives us an event space. Because we are still trying to play for bonus stars.
Let's go. Ooh. Yeah.
It's always nice to see DK doing well. He's just such a nice guy.
Oh.
We're just kind of vibing, listening to the tropical music, right? Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Since these boards are based off of N64 boards, the music loops are very basic. All right,
Start.
we're gonna throw.
Finish.
Mini game over.
Winners.
Good job, team.
Luigi time.
Rosa swapped places with Luigi, so now he's being petty and he's slowing her down. Aw, Luigi. Sweet baby boy.
Time for Waluigi.
Okay. Okay. That was the last turn that we could have hit somebody and it not duel, so that's good.
Let's go.
Speedrun tech, just lose. Yeah? You need to know when to lose, because losing is just faster. We do need to win the most minigames for the minigame star, but if we know we're getting it, we should just lose.
Aw.
And don't forget about DK rap. Donate for the DK rap. But classical poetry. Oh, we are not winning this minigame.
1.
This is one of the time sync minigames. We don't want to see this minigame. It's over a minute long, which means it's one of the longest minigames, and also I'm bad at it. This is going to be me trying my hardest, and I will still lose. So... No, 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 no. The Even on easy, the computer players are just really good at this minigame. So in the last one I said they're really bad at that one always. They're always good at this one. And I am never good at this one. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Also, if we just fall off the side, like that, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, we just sit here. Well, that was fun.
Winner.
It wasn't, but I could say it was. Okay, we need to win some more minigames, like stat.
Waluigi! Yes!
You better not give anything to Rosa. Okay, Luigi, that's fine. Luigi has nothing going for him at the moment. Luigi has a Boo Bell. Luigi has something going for him at the moment.
Luigi time!
Just, okay, he's not using it immediately, so now I need to be afraid. And he hit an event space. Okay, Luigi just turned everything around in like one turn. Alright, DK, he's gonna steal coins. Yep, from me. Because I'm in first, even though Rosa has 80 coins. You know, I'd rather him pay to go across the bridge than land on that Bowser space. We've only gotten one so far in the entire run, and it was pretty bad. Whoa, no, we've gotten two, haven't we? I don't remember.
Time for Waluigi!
They're not really something you gotta keep track of, so I kind of ignore them. Alright, let's go this way. Oh no, we're landing on the same space as DK. I'm just gonna buy this pipe. Alright, here's the strat. Now that we're stuck in a duel minigame, we wager all 5 of our coins. And hope we don't get one of the bad ones. Okay, this one's fine. Another big component of the speedrun is hoping that you don't get stuff like this. Because this is just a completely extra tacked on minigame. I mean, sure, it's for coins and stuff, and you could use it to win a board, but like most of the time you're gonna be okay.
Finish. Winner.
But that right there, that's like 30 seconds we're not getting back. Alright, give me some coins, please. Or a mushroom. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was the end of the 6th turn, and so far there are only 2 stars on the board. One for me and one for DK. So, very low stakes at the moment.
Start.
And this minigame is low-key kind of great. I saw that. It's way on the other side.
So organizers and I are talking in the background. We have been talking all marathon long, but one of the things that we've been talking about is continuing content on Green Gaming. So yeah, I mean, running the charity is obviously something that we want to keep doing every couple of months. How often we'll eventually decide on that, but it's probably going to be every 6 months. And we want to keep raising money for One Tree Planted, for Ocean Conservancy, for any organization that we can find that is looking to change our climate for the better. But during our continuing content, when we're not doing marathon stuff, we just want to make sure that we're bringing in like tournaments and showcases and learning speed runs and like anything that anyone has any ideas on. Be sure to join the Discord, follow the channel, because we're going to keep going and keep hyping speed runs and races and all sorts of cool stuff. So definitely stay around.
Time for Waluigi.
Okay, well that kind of sucks, landing on that right there. But also that's kind of good for us, because that puts us ahead of the other two for the event bonus star.
Let's go.
I guess if anyone has any questions or about what's happening or what has happened or what's going to happen, now would be a good time, because not a whole lot is really happening to comment on, other than Rosalina getting a star there. I'm gonna mark that down. We're at 10 now. That is
Wow.
$50 right there.
Yeah, so anyone matching that $50, if you want to donate a little early to match it, we can hit that DK wrap really quick and, maybe look for another incentive to throw in there.
This kind of sucks because this is a long minigame, but we kind of need to win more. We're kind of starting to fall behind, which is another like risk-reward factor in the speedrun. Okay, so update on the bonus stars. Right now, we are winning the event star. We have 2 events. Luigi and DK each have 1. So they're right behind us. That could change at any moment. As far as mini games go, we have won 5, but Rosalina has won 4, so she's right there with us. As far as coins go, I don't keep track of coins. That is asking so much. So right now, I assume Rosalina has the rich star. That's the best we can do. We can just guess.
Time for Waluigi.
Oh wait, we don't need to hit Bowser. We're out of here. Wait, did I roll a 2? Was that a 2? Am I landing on that event space? I am. Okay, so. Okay, so we should get the event star. There's no way Luigi or DK land on 2 events in the last 2 turns. Rosa is stealing a star from us. That sucks, and that also counts. That makes 11.
You got a star.
Okay, so... Is So does this game have guaranteed event stars? You get to choose. Either you get to turn bonus stars off, you get to set them to classic, which gives you the same bonus stars that the original games had, which are the rich, minigame, and event stars. You get the rich for getting the most coins, not like total, accumulating the most coins throughout the game. So even if you spend all your coins, it still counts, which is different from other Mario parties. In some Mario parties, you need to have like the highest total at some point in the game. The event star is just landing on event spaces the most, and the minigame star is just winning the most minigames. The other option is having them on by having them on random. When it's on random, there are only 2 bonus stars, and they can take anything that happens on the board into account. So there could be a bonus star for hitting the most Bowser spaces, or landing on the most reds, shopping the most, traveling the furthest distance, traveling the shortest distance. Everything that the game keeps track of could be one of the random stars. So you don't want to do that in any sort of speedrun setting. Alright, Luigi is boo-belling. He's going to steal a star from Rosalina. That counts. That puts us at 12.
You got a star.
That was good. That was really good, actually. So let's take inventory. Everyone has at least 1 star. Luigi now has 2. As far as bonus stars are concerned, we get 2 of them, and Rosalina gets 1. So that puts us at 3, Rosa at 2, and Luigi at 2.
Time for Waluigi.
So we should be winning. Probably. Who am I stealing from? DK has the most coins.
Let's go.
Oh, he hit me with that curse block. Ooh, that's kind of bad. So next turn's the last turn. And on the last turn, you don't do item mini games because you wouldn't get to use them. So the 3 spaces ahead of us are an item space, which we wouldn't mind landing on, a versus space, which we would really like to not land on, and another event space. And we don't really care about that either. So we have a 1 in 3 chance of something going really bad next turn. Oh, and this is just a coin mini game, which might. Trying to steal that bag. This might swing the rich star. Maybe.
Luigi time.
Actually, no. No, we don't have to worry about that 1 in 3. We have a mushroom. We're safe. We're good.
Also, if chat hears beeping in the background or any kind of like metal noises, that's because there is a small bird behind me who wants out.
Come on, guys. We gotta plant some trees for the bird. Oh, God, I landed on chance time. Alright.
Dance time.
All right.
I'm gonna get up real quick, and I'm gonna see if Copper wants to come out. Copper is a kite, and I don't know if anyone has seen one of those before, but they're larger birds. They're about, they're bigger than like green-cheeked conure parrots. They're really sweet. They can talk a little bit. Like, he knows how to say peekaboo. He knows how to say I'm a good boy, and he knows how to say his name. I can see if I can get him to say peekaboo on mic for you all. You wanna play peekaboo? Peekaboo? Peekaboo. Good boy.
Aww.
I'm gonna give you a peanut for that.
We're trying to throw this minigame to make it go faster, because we really don't care about winning right now. But DK's not cooperating. He really wants to win.
Finish.
More
All right.
reasons to join. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead. This isn't important.
I was gonna say, more reasons to join the Marathon Discord. You get to see cute bird pictures being posted from my house, because I do post pictures of him over there.
And it's a really cute bird, guys. You gotta see the bird.
Yes.
Okay, I might have miscounted. Yeah, we lost. Okay, so the run's invalid, but we can still keep going. See, counting is very important, and it's important to be good at it, which I am not.
I don't know if I understood how you lost or lost the run.
For the run to be valid, you have to win all 5 games.
Got you.
And since we lost by coins, the run is invalid. But it's always finishable. You can always just keep going. And it's fine. It's not like we were submitting this or anything. The mods don't have to know. That's also a good reason why these Mario Party games are pretty safe, beginner-friendly speedruns. Because no matter what, you get to at least go through the entire run. Even if it's not valid, even if you lose. It sucks we lost. I tried very hard to win, but I got gamed. Losing does still happen. Pretty often. Even to the easy CPUs. With how much you have to gamble and how you have to go all in on all your bets.
Time for Waluigi.
I'm sorry, I failed you.
Let's go.
I've let you all down. You know what, because we lost, losing counts as a star.
Luigi time. Yeah.
And I kind of forgot to ask again which board we wanted to go to next, so I just chose this one. I guess we'll just leave the worst one for last. And after this very intense minigame, I'll explain the gimmick for this board. This is the classic Mario Party minigame. Everyone remembers this one. And just like in the original, it's still really hard. Oh, we almost caught up to Rosalina. If you catch up to somebody, you actually knock them off the track. Oh yeah, that loss was for Rosalina. Whoever asked for Rosalina earlier, that was for you. She's got a point on the board. Okay, so here's the gimmick for this board. You'll see it here in a second. Every turn, the signposts flip. And when they flip, it changes the direction that you go
Time for Waluigi.
whenever you get to those intersections. By a custom dice block, and then we're going to land on event space. Event space is on this board, just like with Spaceland and the island correlate with the board's main gimmick. So every time you land on an event space, it flips the sign directly in front of the event. So given a long enough game, eventually all the signs will be in different ways, and you'll be going all over the place. So at the end of every turn, the signs will flip the other direction automatically, and you have a small amount of influence hitting the sign whenever you land on the event spaces to like manipulate where you'll go next turn. Since it does take your turn to land on the space to flip the sign the other way, you need to know where you want to go ahead of time.
Start.
And this is fine. This minigame is easy peasy. The gimmick here is your controls are reversed. In the original version of this game, I think this is a Mario Party 2 minigame. Your controls are randomized. But here they're just reversed. They made it easier. And the CPUs are really bad at it for some reason.
Finish.
And that's another win for us. Aw. DK makes such a sad noise when he loses minigames.
But if we get $40 more donated, spread out through the marathon before this run ends, we can have the DK rap recited in classical poetry.
Do it for DK, guys. Do it for the bird.
Both enjoyers of trees, I can confirm.
Look at this friendly tree. Like, he's helping us out. Do him a favor.
Let's go.
Joke's on you, Rosalina. I want that. I want to roll a 1 through 3. If we get a 1 or a 2, we can land on the tree again. Get more money.
Well, I will read exactly why we're on a tree binge right now. We want to make sure that we're branching out, if you know what I'm saying. One Tree Planted is a 501c3 nonprofit on a mission to make it simpler for anyone to help the environment by planting trees. Their projects span the globe and are done in partnership with local communities and knowledgeable experts to create an impact for nature, people, and wildlife. Reforestation helps to rebuild forests after fires, and floods, provide jobs for social impact, and restore biodiversity. Many projects have overlapping objectives, creating a combination of benefits that contribute to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. You can learn more at onetreeplanted.org. And every single dollar that we raise is going to plant one tree somewhere in the world.
Start.
Okay. Sorry about being quiet there. That minigame is very mash heavy. It's very hard to talk when doing that. Because for some reason, the mashing on that one is really intense.
Now we just
yeah,
need
there-
a minigame that is literally inside of a tent where the mashing is intense.
Time for Waluigi.
Well, I mean, this is a Switch game. You can take it camping.
Let's go.
Yeah, this was only released this year, wasn't it? Or like the end of last year?
This was released in October, I think. So this game is just barely over 6 months old.
So, do you think that there's a lot more to discover to bring the world record down further?
Oh, definitely. There are probably... The biggest thing would be ways to manipulate the computers. We have ways of doing that on 2 out of the 5 boards. So there's probably other things that we haven't tried yet. And of course, there could always be some sort of glitch that we just haven't found yet. A lot of the Mario parties aren't really super glitchy, so there's not really a whole lot riding on that one. But anything could happen any day. Anyone could find something.
I'm kind of wondering if, I mean, I know it's a Switch game, so probably not, but if there are ways to either have like save states or tools so that you could jump into these mini games and just like try different things to see if you can force the computers to make different decisions, because I know the mini games are kind of what drive whether you win or lose.
Yeah. I know for... I'm not an expert on like a lot of the old Mario parties as far as speedrunning tech goes, but I know that there's a lot more understanding for those since they've been out for so much longer, and we have a lot more tools to test things. Like a lot of the GameCube Mario parties, we understand how pretty much everything in those games work, including the RNG, how the dice rolls work, and we just don't really have a good way of testing with this game.
Yeah, and I completely understand that just because it's so new, the Switch is so new, it's one of those things that, unluckily, Nintendo is not a fan of people modifying their property.
Right.
You got a star.
Although, that kind of reminds me, because I know that Nintendo Switch mods do exist. Are there mods for Mario Party to make it either silly or look different?
I know there are mods for this game. I haven't really looked into them. My Switch is just completely normal. I don't want to modify something and then, get banned off the online.
Oh yeah, no, I completely can hear that.
But there are mods for this game. There are cosmetic mods. I've seen those. And there are character mods. And some very minor, like, gameplay tweak mods. But I don't know if those are public, because I've only ever seen YouTubers use those.
Yeah, that's another thing that I've noticed with the Switch modding community, is it seems like you have to kind of know how to get into it to get the mods.
Yeah, it just seems like modding Switch games is kind of like a circle. You got to get into the gang. So if you are interested in modding this game, there are options. I have no idea how to do them. That is something you would have to figure out yourself. But you have choices, and honestly, if you want to mod a Mario Party, mod one of the older ones. There are so many mods for like the N64 ones, like custom boards, custom characters, and stuff like that. Just because they're so old and we have so many ways to modify those. People have even made like online modes for the old games. So you can play with friends.
Isn't
It's just literally counting.
Isn't Superstars the first one that Nintendo natively supports with multiplayer?
Yeah. They eventually patched multiplayer into the last one, which is also a Switch game, which is called Super Mario Party. Very confusing names.
Finish.
They eventually patched multiplayer into that, like a few months before this release. It was clearly just them testing. I miscounted. That's fine. But this one, out of the box, supports multiplayer. You can do mini games, you can do boards. And like you can do every mini game. In Super Mario Party, there were only like 15 to 20 mini games that you could do online, and that was it. That was the entire multiplayer for that game.
Let's go.
So they really stepped it up with this one. But of course, this is all reused content, technically. It's all remake stuff, so there's nothing new here. But if you haven't played the old Mario parties, it's still really fun. It's a new experience.
Time for Waluigi.
Now, I'm kind of wondering, because I have not played Mario Party really at all, but I know the basic concept of it is Superstars kind of what you would say if someone were to get just to see the most content for their buck, or is it kind of not as much the same amount of content you would see in other Mario Party games, just kind of rehashes of old boards and maybe some new ones?
Yes and no. So all the boards and all the mini games, they're literally all remakes. There are no new boards or new mini games. Literally everything is from the old games. There are also only 5 boards in this game. A lot of the older ones have 6. Some of them have even more because of other game modes. Good job, Luigi. Nice random star. We're gonna count that.
Star.
And that puts us at 14. However, this is the most traditional Mario Party they've made since Mario Party 8. And that game came out in like 2009. Every Mario Party since then has kind of been really different. Not necessarily bad, just different. This game definitely brought back a lot of the chaos that people enjoy.
Start.
So unless you're still holding on to like your old copy of Mario Party 8 for the Wii, this is the newest experience you're gonna get. And this minigame is literally just mashing buttons in and out of the game. All right, and it's over.
Winners.
If you're either new to the series, you haven't played it in a very long time, I do highly recommend this game, especially if you have people to play it with.
Time for Waluigi.
I've definitely played this game a lot with other people, more than I've played it alone, even though I speedrun the game. Because that is what the game is built off of. It's built off sitting in a room or like sitting in a Discord call and screaming at your friends for doing something stupid.
Start.
All right, we're gonna get that triple dice.
There's a game on Steam that's a lot like this, a lot more violent though. You may have heard of it, Pummel Party.
Oh yeah, I know about Pummel Party.
Got it.
Very similar concepts, very, very different executions.
Let's go.
But yeah, if you're not interested in Mario Party or IS baby Nintendo games, Pummel Party is also something you should really check out if you're interested in these types of games.
Pummel Party, I mean, for lack of a better way of saying it, is a super good party game, just in general, as a party game. So if you want to play something with your friends and maybe get mad when they're trying to steal things from you in it, like a Mario Party, then yeah, it's definitely for you.
Very true.
Yes.
Luigi time. Yay.
What are you trying to do, Luigi? Trying to roll a 1? That's fine. Okay. I didn't even notice it's already turned 7. I will go ahead and give some updates on what is happening. So right now, we are losing the event star by a lot. DK somehow has landed on 4 event spaces in 7 turns. I have no idea how. And we've only gotten 2. So we're probably not getting that one. Mini games, we've won every mini game so far. So we're at 6, Luigi has 1, Rosa and DK have 0.
Start.
That's definitely something that's easy to autopilot. If you just stop paying attention to the game, you could just accidentally start winning all the mini games, and that's kind of slow. And then there's mini games like this that's just so random. Actually, I should focus DK. We're afraid of DK right now.
You know, just thinking about recommending games, I gotta push this because man, there are so many good games in this. So we have a Devolver game bundle. This is 10 games that you get for the price of $40 to get a raffle ticket, and that's to get a chance to win one of 20 of these game bundles. That's right, we have 20 game bundles. Each bundle has 10 games in it, all from Devolver Digital. It has Disc Room, Ape Out, Shadow Warrior 3, Pikaniku, Hotline Miami Collection, Death's Door, My Friend Pedro, Katana Zero, The Messenger, in Greece.
You don't want to miss out on some of those games. Devolver makes pretty much the golden standard of indie games anymore.
Time for Waluigi.
If you can even still consider them indie at this point, they're pretty much a big name on the block these days.
Well, Devolver themselves is a big name on the block, but they're the publisher. The developers are usually indie devs. So I know, for example,
really?
Yeah. So one that came out very recently, Death's Door, that came out last year, that literally had maybe 10 people working on the game, with 2 primary developers. One person composed the score, and it is an amazing, and I do mean amazing game. So if you have not seen or played Death's Door, even if you have seen Death's Door, go get it. If not just for the soundtrack, because the soundtrack, honestly, is a banger.
Well, you guys heard him. If you don't win the raffle, you got to go buy Death's Door.
It really is that good of a game. Like, the 2 games in here that if I didn't own them already, I would instantly donate this, or donate the $40 to get this bundle. Death's Door and The Messenger. The Messenger is piece de resistance, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it is very, very good if you want something that's kind of like a little Ninja Gaiden, a little Metroidvania. It's good, and it's also difficult, but it's not too difficult like a Dark Souls game. I've played My Friend Pedro a little bit. That game is if you read the context in it, kind of dark, but also just hilarious. The writing's really good. I've heard Grease is really good. I haven't played it yet. We've had Hotline Miami Collection on here a couple of times. Hotline Miami is a top-down shooter that you're just going through levels and clearing them out. Pikaniku, I have not seen yet, sadly. Shadow Warrior 3, we had the very beginning of the marathon, and that looks like a nice little platformer to kind of ninja your way through and rope dart around in. Ape Out, we also saw at the beginning of the marathon, where you're controlling a monkey, and all the sounds are based on your actions in the game. And I have not seen Disc Room yet.
Yeah, that's the only one I haven't heard of either. But yeah, most of those games, really, really high quality. Donate, get in donations for the bundle, and, you know, if you don't win the bundle, go buy some Devolver games. I mean, they were nice enough to give us keys to give away, right?
Oh yeah, they definitely exceeded my expectations when I asked them. I said, you know, hey, if you have a couple of keys, I can, you know, do like 1 game per donation or something like that, thinking that they're gonna give me like maybe 3 games. No, they gave me 200 keys. I was like, what am I gonna do with this?
Luigi time.
So at the very least, support them for supporting us.
But that bundle, if you win it, works out to $4 per game. So, I mean, even if you were to try and say, okay, I need to pay retail price to get these 10 games, you're probably spending, I would guess, $200-ish to get that bundle. So, I mean, $40 is a super steal if you win it.
Oh, no joke. Somehow, DK has gotten his 5th event space in 9 turns. The man is on a mission.
Start.
Anyone who may be watching the run, anyone who may be a Mario Party expert, I am so sorry. We are not getting any of the fun, cool mini games. We're getting all the lame ones. But that's the luck of the draw.
Finish.
I swear there are mini games in this game where there's like stuff going on and you get to do cool speedrun stuff, but we're just not getting them. But them's the breaks.
Time for Waluigi.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Looking at the timer, if I didn't lose that last board, this is PB pace. Rosa with the -7.
Aw. Ooh.
Now that is not a very friendly tree, but you know, he's still important. We should still plant trees. Maybe if he has some friends, he'll cheer up.
Yeah.
So we're at the 1 hour 50-minute mark right now, which means that there's anywhere between 10 minutes left in this game and 40 minutes or 50 minutes left in this game, depending on RNG, which means that you guys do not have a lot of time to donate towards that DK rap recited in classical poetry. So that is a custom incentive that is not pickable on Tiltify. You just gotta donate with a message that says DK rap or something about it.
Come on, guys, it's DK. You know him well.
Rav has given us a little bit of a spoiler there.
Just gonna lose this minigame. It's way faster.
Winners.
Yeah, I've heard the DK rap a lot, but I just don't like have it memorized. It's not on my playlist, you know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not a true DK diehard. I'm working on it, guys. I'll get better.
Also, I know I wasn't here for the character picking this morning, but can I just shout out the missed opportunity to play as DK because we're trying to save trees?
Oh yeah, you know, it was really early. People weren't very active yet. People were still waking up. I got like 3 or 4 people saying they wanted Waluigi, and then like one person saying they wanted Rosalina. So I just kind of picked the other 2. And you know, you got to get DK in. Everyone loves DK.
I do know that Waluigi is a fan favorite for many people in the Nintendo community.
Yeah, way too many people love Waluigi. I don't mean that against any of the people. You know, that's just me. Opinions expressed are strictly my own. Okay, but the Waluigi meme, you're right. You're right, and I'm pretty sure that's why people wanted Waluigi's, because he's a very big meme. No, the real question is, is there anyone out there who likes Waluigi, like, unironically? It's all gotta be ironic, right?
I don't know if it's the same level as unironic as Luigi should be the main character of Mario games.
Oh no, that's unironic. Luigi is, like, really good. Everyone actually likes Luigi, but does anyone actually like Waluigi? Who am I upsetting by saying this?
Discuss in chat.
Yes, discuss. Let me know. If you are Waluigi's biggest fan and you have like a shelf filled with merch, tell me. Call me out right now.
We have pitchforks and torches at the corner store here for anyone who wants to take this to discussion.
Yeah, drop a big donation with like a paragraph of text telling me why Waluigi's the best Nintendo character. And you know, we'll read out the whole thing.
Let's go.
We need a college thesis on why Waluigi is a great character.
Times New Roman, 10-point font, double spaced. But if you're gonna submit something like that, it better be in like a big donation. Hit us with the $100.
Luigi time.
The irony at some point became actually liking him. Yeah, that's the problem. If you do something ironically long enough, it's no longer ironic. A guy at a comic book store told me that once.
It's like when all you have are spoons and all you need is a knife.
That's pretty good too. Tackle takedown. Wait, are we the... No, we're not the one. Sorry, DK. It's got to be like this. Well, that was fast. The MLA format. Oh yeah, we need you to cite your sources. You don't need sources.
Let's go.
This is an opinion piece. Yeah, never mind. Listen, I was never good at writing essays. Event space for Rosalina. Oh yeah, I should explain the gimmick for this board. So this board has a day-night cycle. It'll change naturally every 2 turns. So it'll be day, day, night, night, naturally. Every event space flips the time of day. So it's the second turn, so it was the second turn of day. Rosalina just hit that event space, so it made it the first turn of night. The day-night cycle affects pretty much everything you can interact with on this board. So at a lot of the split paths, there are thwomps who will only move during the day. At night, they're just walls. You cannot go that way.
Time for Halloween.
There's also a bunch of boos on this board because we're in a haunted place, like a haunted boardwalk or something. And most of the boos only come out at night. There's a single boo that only comes out at day. And there's also the king boo in the back. The king boo isn't like super important. His whole thing is he will steal from everyone all at once. So if you want to steal coins, he steals coins from all 3 other players. And if you want to steal stars, you need 150 coins to steal a star apiece. There's also a mansion in the back, and that flips the time of day, but only from day to night. It does not go the other way.
It sounds like you need to find a certain instrument and a certain song to change time.
Oh yeah, that's true. Thanks for reminding me. There's also a ghost orchestra. And they can change the time from night to day because you dance the night away. That's actually one of the meme categories for this game.
Okay, I honestly did not know about that. I was referring to Majora's Mask.
I saw what you were going for, but I segued. Yeah, so like basically everything on this board is based off of the day-night cycle. It shouldn't be too important for what we're doing. On the lower difficulties, easy and normal, you do spend a lot of the time on all the boards ignoring the gimmicks. You don't really need them to win. If you're on the really high difficulties, then you kind of have to actually play the game. Which is why master level speedruns are very, very reset heavy. Not just because of how much RNGs there is and how many things are out of your control, but because you also need to play the boards very well. No, Luigi's broke. It's fine, but he's landing on a versus space. That's not fun. That's a time sink. Ah, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Snow World? Okay, so this is a fan favorite minigame, and I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I swear that they made this harder in this version. On the GameCube, I've never had problems with this minigame, but on the Switch, this minigame, it's really not my thing. Dang it. Okay, yeah.
Finish.
Well, we lost. That's fine. Say okay. Oh, and if you ever find yourself with, like, some free time, like if you have an extra, like, 2 minutes somewhere in your day, look up a task for that minigame.
Time for Waluigi.
You got a star.
It's kind of in front of DK. That's fine. Yeah, Mario Party tasks are kind of next level. Alright, I'm hitting this log because Luigi is not nice. DK's like dodging all the coins.
Finish.
Oh, and I guess I never really explained how the game tallies the minigame wins. Obviously, in free-for-alls, if you win, that counts as a win. In 2v2s, if your team wins, both members of your team gets the point. Same with 1v3s. Whichever side wins, all the members of that side get the points. In coin mini games, everybody automatically gets 1 point as long as you get at least 1 coin. So as long as at least 1 coin is touched throughout the entire 30-second mini game, that's a win for everybody. So since everybody wins, nobody wins. So I just don't count those. Just going to ignore the water quality. Yeah, the water in this game is rendered super well. Like, they went nuts on the water.
Luigi time.
I remember doing runs of this game, someone coming in and just talking about the water, saying that if Nintendo just
Oh no.
sold bottled water that looked like the Mario Party water, they would buy it. They would buy enough to keep Nintendo going for years. Buy another double. And yeah, for a Switch game, this game looks really good. To be fair, compared to a lot of other games on the Switch, there's not really a whole lot going on. Like, Breath of the Wild couldn't look this good, because there's just too much happening in Breath of the Wild.
Hey, start.
But like, what's going on here? We got a giant crayon, and we're coloring. Like, yeah, just make it super HD for some reason, like 4K textures. Sadly, there's no way to make the computers go faster. So once we finish, we just kind of gotta wait on them. And we don't even have to do that well.
Winner.
DK with the nice percentage.
Let's go.
I do want to quickly mention that, yes, unfortunately, we are on the last day of the marathon, so we only have a few runs left, but be sure to stick around for each of them, keep donating, keep pushing that amount a little bit higher. We've already done what we came here to do, which is beat last year's total. Thank you so much for that. Last year's total was $31.69. We're currently at $23.75 and change. Yeah, I mean, I can't thank everyone enough for helping us get this far. You know, my original goal was 3,000, so let's see if we can get to that goal. And then we also pushed the goal up to 5,000 just to see how many, just because how many people were interested in the marathon.
And if you're playing along at home for donating to the stars, that star DK just got puts us up at 15. That is $75.
Time for Waluigi.
Ooh, doubles again.
You got a star.
So there are no increased odds for like rolling doubles or anything. That just happened naturally twice. It is still the same statistics as it would be normally, 1 out of 100. And triples are still 1 out of 1,000. Well, for any set triple, there's like 10 different combinations, obviously. I guess one thing that is different about this game that they definitely changed is if you get triple sevens, you no longer get like 100 coins. You still only get 10. Which sucks, but it's whatever. I'm not really sure why they would change something like that. Get him, DK. Got him.
Winner.
All right, last 5 turns on the last board. What's gonna happen?
So when does time stop? Speaking of.
So at the end of every board, there's the whole ceremony. They give out the bonus stars, and then the losers get picked off one by one. Time stops after all that. There's like confetti, and it says you're the superstar, and then there's like a flash of white, like your photo's being taken. On the white flash is normally when we call time.
Got you.
Oh, Rosa got the Koopa Bank. I think this is the first time this has happened the entire run. So even though the Koopa Bank is a green space, it is not an event space, so it doesn't count. The bank spaces are a separate thing that one of the other random bonus stars could be.
Luigi time. Yes.
I don't know where Luigi's going, but he's in a hurry to get there. And he's booking it. Oh yeah, Luigi's about to pass the orchestra area, which isn't active during the day, and he lands on a versus space. Yeah, so at this point, the run could end in either 10 minutes or like 20. For us to go over estimate, something astronomically stupid has to happen.
Start.
Well, with that shout out, just want to remind chat that means we only have like 10 or 20 minutes to try and get that DK rap incentive. All you gotta do is donate with a comment saying DK rap or something along the lines of poetry rap or something like that. It doesn't need to be the $40 that's remaining in one donation. If we can get there, maybe $5 per person that's in chat right now. I mean, we'd get there in a heartbeat because there's 52 people watching.
Oh, I almost marked that. That is not an actual minigame. That was a versus minigame. But now we have all the money.
Time for Waluigi.
Alright, so now we're just kind of coasting. We're kind of just waiting for the game to end at this point. And we're hoping that nobody touches us so that we don't have to do any duels.
Start.
Oh, this is a remake of a game from Mario Party 6. That is noteworthy for a couple of different reasons. One, just like in Mario Party 6, for some reason this coin game is extremely rare. And it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's not even the best coin minigame. Another thing about it being Mario Party 6 and it being relevant is that every minigame in Mario Party 6 had ending animations, and they were all different. And this one's a fan favorite because of this one's ending animation. After the minigame ends, everyone dies. I don't know how else to say that. Do you still have to watch Duel if two CPUs land on? No. If two CPUs bump into each other and they start a duel, you don't have to watch the actual minigame. You have to see them bet coins and you have to see them get the coins from winning, but you don't see the actual duel. It's already actually happened like 4 or 5 times over the last few boards. But you probably just haven't noticed it because it kind of just goes by. The real-time syncs are when we get into duels because we do have to do those. There's no way out of them. And also, Rosa got a star, and that puts us up at 16.
Luigi time.
Oh, okay. Luigi's got me scared with that boo bell. I'd really like it if Luigi just lost a bunch of money so he doesn't have, like, star-stealing coins. Never mind, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna do this. Oh, man. So this is the King Boo. Luigi is stealing coins from everybody for free. He's about to get like 40 coins for nothing. Actually, no, he rolled really low. He only got 32. But still, he now has all the money he could ever want. So he is stealing a star from us next turn. We're gonna roll a 6. Okay, no gold pipe. That sucks.
Start. Finish. Got it.
So also, as a last-minute reminder, ravspect said that they're going to be donating $5 for every star that one of the computers has won during this, and we lost a board, so that's another $5 for losing that board. I think we're up to $50 right now on that.
We're up to 80.
Wow. So obviously, take your pick. You can divide that out. So 5 by 80 is what? I'm tired.
16.
16. Wow. So you can take 16 and multiply that out however you like. You can make it $1 per. You can make it, $2 per. But if you want to match, there's your number right now.
Right. You don't have to do $5 a piece. $5 is a lot, especially when the number's getting this big. So even just $1 a piece,
Let's go.
every cent counts. 50 cents a piece is good. 8
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, I said this in the Marathon Discord at some point. I want to say it was Bingothon raised $5,000 in their last event, and over 60% of that was donations that were $50 or less. So if you think that a $2 donation doesn't go far, 60% of their $5,000 was $50 or less. So just think about that for a second.
Right, and in this case, every dollar is a tree. So even just a dollar makes a big difference.
Yeah, and that's why I like picking these charities that do a dollar to do something. You know, for last year it was Ocean Conservancy. Every dollar we raised took 1 pound of trash out of the ocean, and so that was like over 2,000 pounds of trash we took out. And now we're looking at almost 2,400 trees that we're planting. That's $25 away from being at 2,400 right now, chat.
Right, if everyone plants one tree, there's a forest in no time. And also, not to undercut what we're talking about now, but what just happened to Luigi is probably the best thing that could have happened statistically.
3, 2, 1.
But I kind of, I'm not sure if I enjoy the unintended pun or not, talking about trees and quote-unquote undercutting it.
Aw. No, we're trying to undercut. We want to plant.
I was like, that's an interesting unintended pun, because on the one side, it's a great pun. On the other side, it's not the cause we're trying to raise money for.
You know, also, there's not really a whole lot we can do in this minigame. 2v2, the front driver steers, the back one, like, flaps the wings. So, like, we weren't even in control. We were just flapping the wings for that whole minigame. DK was driving.
Luckily enough, the AI didn't take you down with them.
Right, yeah, usually they try to be nice. Most of the time. But they have their moments. Like a toddler, sometimes they'll just throw a tantrum. And at this point, I think we're pretty set. I don't think anything else could really go wrong. I mean, there's only one turn left, and the last turn's going to be night. So yeah, everything's fine.
We said that last time on that one board. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. But I miscounted, and all the numbers were really close. This time, it's like not even close. Like, this is a clean sweep. But I guess we could still get Mario Partied. And also, pro tip, whenever boos are stealing stuff from you, there's no point in mashing to 5. Mashing till the bar is full is, like, just a waste of your energy.
Huh.
Like, the coin difference is negligible. It just feels random. Again, that's one of those things that we just don't understand, and we don't have a way of understanding unless we could, like, look at the code or, like, do extensive testing. Yeah, we lost on the 1-star board. We lost on the quote-unquote easiest board in the game. Oh, this one's a free win.
1, go!
Easy every time. This is another one of those race mini games where the computers don't get smarter when you win. So we're kind of just stuck waiting. Man, we haven't gotten any of the like really, really cool ones. But we also have, well, no, I take that back. We did get one of the bad ones, but we didn't get one of the really bad ones. So, two very noteworthy mini games that we have managed to skip, although I guess it's the last turn, one of them could pop up. We haven't seen Dungeon Duo, which is like a 2.5 minute long mini game, where you go through a dungeon, you do some platforming, you pull some levers. It's a great mini game if you're not trying to play the game quickly. And the other one is Bowser's Big Blast, which is the one that everyone remembers. You got a bunch of different switches and you push one in and then you gotta see if the bomb explodes. And that one is just like RNG Limbo. Oh, these two are about to duel. 23. Is Rosa gonna win? Yep. There are a couple of other ones that aren't great, but like they're not as bad as those two. The Penguin Sled one that we got is pretty bad. There's one called Honeycomb Havoc. People who have played the series might remember it because they love using that one, where it's the tree with the block. You can either roll a 1 or 2 and then fruit fall into a basket, but sometimes there are honeycombs full of bees, and if you hit the bees, you lose. But other than like those 4, there are like 91 other mini games that are all pretty solid. We saw one of the really bad mini games for like half a second. It was the one with the PD Piranha and the skateboard. I threw that one because I didn't want to do it. That mini game's pretty bad. I don't really know why they brought that one back. But for the most part, when I say this is a best of for the series, it really is. They have a lot of the best mini games. Outside of a couple from 8, but that's because those are motion control games, and this game has no motion controls, unlike Super Mario Party, which was the other Switch Mario Party, which is basically all motion controls. Yeah, and this is the run. Toad's gonna hand out 2 more stars. Everyone's gonna get picked off by an eyeball. And then on the white flash is time.
So many stars being handed out.
Yep, okay, I did. I counted right. Oh, I was scared. All right, time is in now. And that is Mario Party Superstars. That's all the board content of the game. That's basically what you can expect if you're playing this game with friends. There are other things to do in this game, but we're not really showing those off in the speedrun. It's a lot of hoping and wishing for good things to happen, but you know, you never get lucky all the time.
All right. Well, do you have any parting words for us, ravspect?
I highly recommend this game, just like casually playing this with friends and stuff, like I've said before. If you are interested in speedrunning it, it's actually as easy as it looks. You can literally turn on the game and speedrun it right now and get a time under 3 hours. You don't need to know anything. If you are interested, there is a Discord for Mario Party speedrunning. It has literally every game in the series, so you can ask specific questions for people who are experts on those games. And yeah, that's about it.
All right then. Well, we're gonna be transitioning over to our intermission to set up for Jack 2 80% by Recon. I've been watching this run and I've been watching them practice it. It's gonna be a pretty hype run. I'm hoping for a nice personal best or even a world record at this point because they've been definitely grinding for it. So let's see if we can get that, chat. Hold on just one moment while we transfer to that. All right, hopefully I didn't cut myself off. I'm not sure what